Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Guys, we're a little bit later with today's upload. I apologize for that. I'm not too on time with this one. But today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Headliners promo. Definitely some disappointments. And definitely more disappointments than excitements. If you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up. So just to start off with, we will take a look at the intro that EA have given us for the Headliners promo. I always love to go over these real quick with you guys before we do anything. And essentially, it's basically everything we had talked about. There's no curveballs with Headliners this year. They're set to write the headlines in 2021 thanks to their incredible form, glimpses of potential under a new manager operating in a new system or position, or a return from the treatment table. At the launch of the event, every Foot 21 Headliners player item is released at one inform upgrade higher than their latest qualifying-based inform. Each time a headliner gets a performance-based inform, their headliner item will receive an additional inform upgrade. And obviously, they're going to do the streak again where they get the one-time upgrade if they win 4 in a row. So that's something that we can all look forward to. And we got some decent cards today. I wouldn't say that any of these headliner cards, well, for the most of them, are insane. I think there's a couple that definitely have the potential to be good. There's a couple that definitely interest me. They haven't added in the code yet. I think Fabinho's an interesting one because I think Fabinho's super linkable. I do see Liverpool hitting that 4 streak in a row for sure. And Fabinho has a card that could be really good, right? And medium high is nice. Yes, he's a little bit slower, but he's a center back that has a very nice stock in this game. And he can pass out of the back quite nicely. And he's got decent agility balance on the dribbling side of things. I mean, that's not too bad for a center back with solid dribbling. So it's also a card that you can move in the midfield, which is nice. But phenomenal defending stats on this guy and dives into tackles trade. So that's definitely a card that I could see getting an upgrade or two, potentially looking like a 90 in a bit of time. An interesting card for sure. Definitely a card that, for me, is kind of cool. We got a Joao Felix card, and I guess Felix's card does show the value of the player of the month. However, Felix at the same point, this is also a live card, so it's always going to have a little bit more value. Joao Felix is about 690K at the moment, about 700K, so he's not cheap by any means. I think we got a cool card in Bamba. I think this is a good selection from EA because I think this is a guy that is a super linkable player. They have to put in the filter still for the headliners. I mean, you can't even find a lot of these cards on the market. They're hard to find. But, yeah, I mean, this is a cool card for me as well. I think this is a guy that had the player of the month that was like 500K at its current value at least. I think it was 300K. But, yeah, this is a nice card. I think Bamba could be pretty good with a couple of upgrades as well. I mean, headliners, as we talked about in my video about preparing for headliners, there's always a couple of headliners that are actually really usable, even with team of the season. So maybe this is going to be one of those players this year. And I think we got Bruno Fernandes, which is actually, I think he's extinct right now. I think he's extinct at 2 million coins, guys, which is crazy. I mean, yeah, I think Bruno is 2 million coins at the moment, guys, which is just mental to see. So, yeah, he's 2 mil, which is mad. And then we've also got a Zaha, which is a nice card. I think I really like Zaha's cards in this game. I think he plays very well. So this is a nice card to get. I think this card works really well. And he's a nice Premier League striker. Yes, he has 3-star weak foot, but this card can continue to get a lot better too. And I think they did a good job of choosing cards that have a potential to get a lot better, which is good. I think Ben Yedder is a really cool one too. We're going to try out Ben Yedder later. He's 1 million coins, which I think for me in this market right now, that actually does make sense that he's a mil because this card is going to be crazy good. Yeah, he doesn't have the 5-star skills, but he does have the 5-star weak foot. And he's just got mental stats. I mean, the dribbling, the agility, the balance, the reactions, the ball control, the dribbling, the composure, even the shooting, man. The shot power is really good. Ben Yedder's not a player that's ever going to rip long shots, but he's a player that if you get him in the box and you get him at good shot angles, he's just going to rip the net. He's going to break the net. So that's what Ben Yedder is always really good for in FIFA, and this is a very typical Ben Yedder card. And we were talking about this week how Ben Yedder is actually going to probably be a great card if we do end up getting him, which was on the loading screen. And then I listed up that for my club. I just bought like 6 Fabinhos at like 250. I'm gonna see if I can sell him up at like maybe 280 later. And then for me, the trench list currently, it's really nothing crazy. We've got to sort out some of this stuff. Really just prime icons, some baby icons, some mid icons, some team of the weeks. But I did a good job of pretty much getting liquid for today. I've been noticing the trend on Fridays. Whenever we get these new promos, man, the market just doesn't do as well. And it's because we get these new cards and everybody wants to use them. So, yeah, that's really been a big thing on Fridays. Now, we got an Arkin Robin SBC. I just reviewed him on my second channel. He's really good. He's really fun. I love Robin. I actually bought George Best this morning to play Weekend League with. And I've already sold him. I bought him at 106. I sold him at 108.9. I lost like 30K. But I'm going to complete Robin's SBC, and I'm going to use Arkin Robin definitely in my team for sure. I'm going to use this guy. I'm probably going to end up picking up a Dutch icon to link him probably, but I'm not too sure yet. But I've got to use this guy in my Weekend League team. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. We already played 6 games today, but we'll probably play a decent amount this weekend because of this flashback card. I love Robin, man. So, and also for me to already test out this card and figure out that he is pretty good is pretty cool, right? And they also made it available for 13 days, which is awesome because it's only an 85 squad. So you could basically take rivals and tradables 2 weeks in a row. Don't have to spend a dime for a card like this. So yes, he's harder to link, but he's a very sentimental card. And I always appreciate these types of cards. Now, while that was something good today, there's a couple other things that weren't so good. The first thing that I would point out, Headliners Cunha is available in objectives. This is something that you guys are interested in. Cunha is an interesting card. I think it's not a bad card. I don't think it's a great card, but I definitely don't think it's a bad card. You can move him to striker. He's Brazilian. He's 4'4". He's got 89 agility with 84 balance. What are his traits? He's got decent traits as well. What is the downside with this card? It's really not that bad. I mean, it's a very mediocre card to good, right? It's nothing crazy, but this card should be solid. And I think it's a decent objective selection. I think if this guy were to get another upgrade, he would be phenomenal because you'd be talking 88 pace, 87 shooting, 91 dribbling. This is a card that you guys will probably want to grind this week, and this is worth a grind because I think if he does get one more upgrade, you're looking at one of the best Brazilian strikers, and Brazilian strikers a position that's kind of like, it's not lacking, but it's a position you do have to pay big coins for. So this is a nice card to have in your untradeable selection if you want to use. So I like that. Now, here's what I don't like. Now, I've not been a big person that has been boasting about, hey, let's do a ton of these sort of golden goal objectives. I'm not a big person like that. However, what I will say is this is not good. Essentially what EA have done today is they have really just kind of said like to the community that we're not okay with what you've been doing. For the first set of icon swaps. Now, in the past, we've had times where the second set of tokens is really hard or annoying, but this is just ridiculous, okay? So the part of me that says that this is ridiculous is due to the fact that EA want us to play 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 wins on squad battles is a little insane, in my opinion. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of effort. I was actually only able to do 1 out of the 3 tokens. I was only able to get 1 of the squad battle wins the first time around. And then they also, look, I don't think people should be forced to play Weekend League. Now, for me, this is an easy token to achieve, but I definitely don't think that people should be forced to play Weekend League. I don't think that's fair by any means. So, yeah, I think you can do this over really, you could probably get this done in 2 weekends, even for the worst player, because 9 wins a weekend is not terrible, but some people this may take a lot of effort for some people. For me, it doesn't, but, and then this, right? Like, win 6 matches in the live but friendly 1 league with at least 7 first known Prem players, and then you have to score in 10 separate matches. So you're looking right here at 30 games in squad battles. You add the 18 Weekend League wins, that's 48 wins. Then you add this, that's 10 games. So that's 58 games. This is 68 games. And then you have the One Nation, which is 75 and 82. So 82 matches of objective gameplay, considering that you would get these wins every time, right? Like, you wouldn't have to lose in any of these games. So potentially 90 games if you were to add some losses in. And then they also added in a max filter, which for me, I don't really mind this too much because I don't think it really is impacting anybody's ability to do the 1 league. But at the same point, it's definitely frustrating to see, guys, because I think that EA have really tried to, like, is it the word scold? the community like almost trying to put soap in our mouth for the fact that we were doing golden goal before. And I was never a big believer in the golden goal. I think I was just going with the flow. I was like, you know what, if this is what the community wants to do, or this is what's better. But yeah, to see the way that EA have handled it this time around, it's not super ideal. It's definitely not super ideal. And I think that the icon swaps is a huge bust. I mean, I know for me, time-wise, man, 80 games is like a full 24-hour day of FIFA. I don't even know if it might be more than that. But for me, I was going to be grinding out the 85 5-pack and the base icon pack. But for me, I think the only tokens, I mean, right now, if I go and look at my club and I look at my untradables, I'm going to go low to high here. I'll do special. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we grabbed 6 icon swap tokens out of the 8 available for the first one. And if we take a look currently, we have the 25 times 83 pack, which I want to get. And then we take a look at here. I probably won't play any of the squad battles. I'll get this one. So that's 1 token. And then I just don't know. Like, I really don't know if unless I can combine doing this one with some other objective, especially because now they're in the 1 league objective section. I just don't see myself grinding a lot of these tokens. And I think what I will end up doing for Team of the Year now, I was going to take the icon pack. I think what I will do now is I will take this pack and I will take this pack. So I have currently 6 tokens. I'll probably grab 2 more tokens and just take the 8 tokens. So I'll probably do one of the challenges, whether it's the online one, or whether it's the squad battles one. I'll grab the 2nd token, the weekend league one I'll get. That puts me on 7, and I'll just grab these 2 packs and open them for Team of the Year. But it's disappointing, right? Because there's some people that really are going to still go ahead and do this. And I'm just saying to you guys, I wish I could say this on EA's behalf, that I'm sorry, because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve this sort of treatment. It's going to take you so much longer to do this now, and I just don't think value for time. I don't think anything here is worth it. I really don't. And I know that some people will counter my thought process and say, hey, Nick, well, this is a grind. But 82 games, or 85 to 90 games, I mean, that's a grind that I'm actually can accept if this is a prime icon pack. If this is prime Cannavaro, if this is prime Desai, if this is prime Xavi, if this is guaranteed 89 plus prime icon pack, that is everything they did today is okay if those are the things. But I think people are sitting here, and the main thing I'm seeing with people that have agreed with this today is that they're saying that, oh, do you want this to be World Cup mode again? Do you want this to be everybody gets everything for free? No, I definitely don't. I definitely don't want that. But that's not what this is. This is 85 games. World Cup mode was you had an icon pack day 1 no matter what. Nobody's asking for that. I didn't even get my 5 or 6 tokens until the end of this swaps. So it's back and forth, man. It's an interesting discussion, man. It's frustrating for me to see that, especially on behalf of my viewers, because I know everybody was really upset today. Whatever. EA is going to do EA. Fodder is at an all-time high right now. It's really, really high. That's all I have to say. Fodder is really, really high. I mean, EA seemed to just keep this thing rolling, man. They are making packs valuable, man. 85s are 14K. Icon index was 76 earlier. It's now 78, so the market's going up a lot really nicely. This happens every single time. Obviously, guys, because people do what? They play Weekend League, right? So when people play Weekend League, market goes up, and people build teams and do that sort of thing. So, guys, thanks for watching the video tonight. I appreciate it. We should have a pack opening going up probably is the next upload on the channel overnight. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get that up, though. But anyways, love to you guys. And all you guys on YouTube that have been popping in the streams recently, we're thankful to have you, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk later. Peace.